Good morning, Knicks Nation. Today is Monday, the 12th day of February 2024. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you had a safe weekend and that your family is safe and healthy as well. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field, along with the first responders who every day are saving lives, and those also who pick up garbage to keep our places clean, and those that make deliveries for us for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women that are out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover the teenagers and children that are the victims of child molestation and pedophilia. People who are also victims of prostitution and child prostitution, pornography, child pornography, human trafficking, and sex slavery. Double curses on the perpetrators of all these things. Double curses on those who profit from these things. And double curses on the perverts that create these industries. Finally, blessings on those that are homeless. There are nearly 600,000 men, women, and children, and increasingly senior citizens over 65 that are homeless in the United States of America, and millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. There's a basketball game scheduled tonight in Houston, Texas. The New York Knicks will be taking on the Houston Rockets in Houston today at 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Now, for the Knicks, after Saturday night's game, I did video, and I was very disappointed in the defense, particularly of Bogdanovich. I was very disappointed in his defense. People thought I was overreacting. Okay, so tonight we get to see, am I overreacting or not? Tonight, the Houston Rockets will be starting Aaron Holiday probably, because Fred VanVleet is expected to be out until midweek. And then they'll have Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, Jabari Smith Jr., and they might have Alperen Sengun or Jeff Green starting. Their bench of Whitmore and Eason are both out. They'll have Amen Thompson and Jeff Green and probably Jayshawn Tate on their bench, coming off their bench today. So if the Knicks, first of all, let's see what Tom Thibodeau does in terms of the starting lineup. Jericho Sims is probable, so you're going to most likely see him start today at the 5. You're going to have, of course, Precious Achiuwa at one spot. You're going to have Dante DiVincenzo and Jalen Brunson. What we don't know is Josh Hart going to start, or is it Bogdanovich? That's going to tell us a lot. Based on size, frame, it should be Bogdanovich, because somebody's got to guard the 6'10" Jabari Smith Jr. Somebody's got to guard Dylan Brooks, a roughneck on the small forward side. Precious can handle one of them, but we're going to need another guy on the other side. If you start Hart, that tells you something. Okay? If he starts Bogdanovich, let's see what he does as far as defensively. I'm not looking for him to score 30. I don't care how many points he scores. My deal is, how many points do they give up as a unit? And who's the weak link in the unit? That's what we want to find out. Okay? And that's what we're going to find out tonight. So this is going to be an interesting game in terms of that. What I'd rather start Josh Hart and have coming off the bench with Deuce, Burks, and Bogdanovich. I'd rather see that than other. And then you have Taj for that 10 or 15 minutes, as I said, that's the most he could probably give you in stretches. So we'll find out tonight. It's a good situation for New York. They're in the standings. New York has right now, again, the Knicks are the 4th seed, and they're pretty solid in the 4th seed. Got a game and a half lead on Philly. They got a 3.5 game lead on Indiana, even after the loss. And there's 2 games left before the All-Star break. Post All-Star break is going to be a different story, because post All-Star break, within a couple of games at the most, you're going to have both Julius and OG. That makes it a whole different story. Hartenstein is questionable for tonight. I'm hoping they sit him. Questionable is actually good, because that means if needed, he could play. I'm hoping they sit him, because if they sit him, then we get him really fresh and ready to go after the break. And I think that's what we need. I personally don't want to see him hurt his Achilles any more than is already bothering him, so that he can be ready for the stretch run. If he plays tonight and he plays 15 minutes or more, the Knicks should win this game. but I don't want him to play. Let's let Jericho try to handle this, just coming off the sickness. But 2 games left before the All-Star break. The Knicks could get a win tonight. It's possible for them to win. I wanted them to play 500 ball after OG went down. So far, they're playing a little better than that. They're 4-3 since OG went out on January 29th. So from that point, you got 2 more games. If they win today, they'd be 5-3 since OG went out and can't get any worse than 5-4 because they play their last game at Orlando on Wednesday. So we'll see how this works out. But so far, Knicks in pretty good shape. Jalen Brunson is going to play. How it's going to work is Dukes is going to play whatever minutes Brunson doesn't at the point guard spot. Then you're going to have Burks in there. You're going to have probably Bogdanovich in there. And, then, of course, you may get spot minutes for Taj at that point. But I expect Precious has been playing 40 minutes a game since OG went out and been doing a fantastic job. So Precious is probably going to play a lot of minutes tonight. Because you can spot also Precious at the 5 a little bit, not tremendously, but a little bit. Albert Sengun is very good. He's a revelation for Houston. 6'11". He's trying to model his game after Joker. That's a nice thing to do. That's a smart thing to do, and he wants to be the next Joker. And so he's tough. He's tough offensively. He's trying to be tough defensively. He is, passing and all that. He wants to be like the Joker. That's his hero. So it's going to be a good game for the Knicks to test again our bench and to test the 2 new guys we got. And let's see if they can play any defense. They've been giving up too many points. Last game, of course, they gave 120-something points. Let's see if we can play any defense today. Okay? If I know Precious is going to play defense. I know Sims is going to play defense. I know Brunson's going to try, but he can't play defense. I know Dante's going to play defense. I know Deuce is going to play defense. Let's see if Burks and Bogdanovich playing the defense. I know Hart's going to play defense. Let's see what we got. We're going to see tonight. Y'all enjoy the game. We'll talk tomorrow. So.